This is Diamond Sword to Major Steve. You're gonna find diamonds. And the creepers wanna know if you have much armor. Now it's time to dig straight down if you dare. This is Major Steve to Diamond Pickaxe. I'm mining some obsidian, and it's taking very long. Why does it have to? And tonight lapis doesn't look like diamonds. From here I have 60 torches left. No water coal. The mines are getting darker and there's nothing I can do. Though I've mined almost 100 diamonds, I'm getting very low on health. And I think my diamond pickaxe is about to break.
Okay, let's get to the train yard.
He's not strong over very much. He knows!
Finally!
Diamond sword to Major Steve, your sword is
Not entirely unexpected, although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire
I've
network
never
of
been
linked
happier to
Citadel
see Dr.
reactors.
Kleiner.
Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine are completely cut off. Combine forces currently stationed on Earth are now isolated units, stranded. However, this is most likely a temporary state of affairs. As we once learned to our dismay, even the relatively tiny fracture at Black Mesa gave our enemies an opening.
They're looking for something. Probably us. From the rooftops. I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before they noticed us again.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Good job sealing the burrow. I'll cover the street while you figure this out. Nicely done. Let's head upstairs. Here they come.
Here and I'll rejigger it. Gordon!
Blood loss detected.
We're pinned down. We need some way to take out those gunners.
Get over here and I'll rejigger it.
Nice toss, Gordon. That sniper almost took my head off. Let me climb up and take a look at what we're walking into. Uh-oh. They've got the street fortified up ahead. You run point, okay? I'll cover you from up here till you reach the far end. When the coast is clear, I'll catch up. Okay, looks like I can get that ladder down to you. Let me shoot out the latch. I might be a little rusty with this rifle. Ha! Nope, guess I'm not.
Blood oxygen levels detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered. Ammunition depleted. Ammunition depleted. Depleted.
At any rate, first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself
train station.
still within the confines of City 17, you are well advised to leave the city at once by the fastest means available to you. We have restored...
Oh boy. They're onto us. Better find Barney and get moving.
We wanted players to realize that they've been spotted and the Combine are now aware of their arrival at the train station. It sounds like a simple task, but it actually took a lot of thought to draw the players' attention to the various events that communicate this message. First, a train horn sounds, which gives Alex an opportunity to mention that the station is in sight. Next, the lights go off to grab the players' attention and to make the monitors stand out in the dark. At this point, the player should be looking at one of the monitors, so finally, the Kleiner transmission is interrupted briefly by a Combine advisor. Originally, the advisor appeared on a Jumbotron outside, but we were never able to reliably make playtesters look at it. The flashing Combine camera should also provide some indication that trouble is brewing. Though it's not a proper gate, the zombie draped over the exit is designed to slow the player down. We wanted players to realize that
I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Combine's on our tail. What's the plan?
I'm sending folks out in groups. Now, like I said before, if you can keep them safe...
Originally,
and provide cover,
Barney started off
we
on this
might
map in the
actually
doorway
stand a
down by the
chance of reaching
citizens,
the
but
escape
playtesters
frames.
tended to wander around for a while
Sounds
before
good.
stumbling
Send
across
out the
him.
first group.
We moved him up here to guarantee that his scene with Alex would unfold before players began any exploration. He's standing over a dead Metro
we
cop
go.
because it's a plausible-looking long-term activity, in case players don't move directly down to him.
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort mission. Most of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times. This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had a full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, we wrestled with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and, since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
So hard. We should have brought everyone over at once. Go back and get another group. I'll stay here and guard the gate.
Take these folks to the train and keep them safe. Combine!
We wrestled with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and, since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
One down!
Hurry up, people!
Thanks, Freeman! Hey, Freeman, get back out there and help.
Okay, they're safe. Go for another group.
Blood loss detected.
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort
Fantastic
mission.
ass-kicking
Most
guy.
of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times. This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had a full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, all of this turned out to be more easily said than done, and this sequence went through a lot of iterations. Originally, the train yard was one big space. This approach had a couple of problems. Since players had a constant unbroken view of the entire area, it was virtually impossible to maneuver enemies into position for stage combat events. And because they could always see the goal, players didn't get much of a sense that they were leading citizens somewhere the citizens couldn't get to on their own. Ultimately, we broke the environment into two different spaces, a parking lot and a maintenance building. Because neither area can be seen from the other, we're able to repopulate the spaces with new, more deadly combinations of enemies while the player isn't looking. It also makes the journey feel lengthier and more significant.
We've got you covered. Keep your heads down. Hurry up, people!
I thought we'd never make it.
Bring another group of citizens here.
We wrestled with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and, since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
Now that's the Gordon Freeman I know.